Silver is, to be quite frank, a pretty poor buy. Certainly when you compare it to the likes of gold, it has got a lot less going for it, in my opinion. That said, there are some good things about silver that make it an attractive option as an investment. But can you really call something that is at 30 or 40% over spot price, where you're immediately in the hole, an investment? Let's talk about it and see whether or not silver really is an investment and whether or not it's even worth bothering about. Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and a warm welcome to you all joining me for another precious metal ramble. Now, as I said in my intro, silver is really not a very good or safe investment. That's quite the statement, and it's something that I do think about quite a lot. This modern world that we're in, this modern stacking world that we're in, has so many ups and downs, lefts and rights, and silver right now does represent, in my mind anyway, something that is certainly not as good as some of its counterparts like gold. The upsides on silver, yes, are potentially very, very lucrative, but to be quite frank, at 30, 40, 50% premium over spot price, if you said to any investor, yeah, give me all your money and you'll be 30, 40% down straight away, it's just not a good buy. But there are some good things in silver's favour. So whilst this video doesn't pretend to be financial advice and telling you what you really should do with your money, I want to examine some of the reasons why I still buy silver. I don't buy a lot of silver right now. A lot of my funds are still focused on gold, but I do still stack silver if I can find it for the good price. So with that in mind, let's jump in. If you are enjoying this video as we go, please do feel free to comment down below and hit that thumbs up button, and subscribe if you've not subscribed to the channel already. Now, there needs to be a distinction drawn, I think, between what is an investment. And an investment is, the definition of it is kind of difficult to put into place when it comes to silver. Now, there are arguments to be had where if you just follow an index tracker of silver prices and you have vaulted investments, then that is more of an investment than perhaps physical silver. One would argue that if you're buying anything that's 30, 40, 50% premium, whether it's a collectible silver bar like these Engelhard's poured silver from myself or whoever it might be, or just a tube of silver eagles right now where the premium is high, I'm going to argue that that's not a traditional investment. I have not heard of any investments out there in this world where you'll be immediately 30 or 40% in the hole on that investment. And that's, I think, a really important sort of point just to lead off with. That said, a lot of people, like myself, will be wary of that, but necessarily don't understand the full context of, for example, the silver market. Now, for me, I still don't mind buying silver at a premium. I have this social media presence, I have this sales history put up that I can look to sell things on the second-hand market. It's one of my exit strategies, and it should be one of everybody's exit strategies for silver, because it is an easy way to get those premiums back at the other end. A lot of dealers will just completely take advantage of people because they are not there as public servants. They are there as businesses that will take in the silver that you want to sell at whatever price they think they can get from you. That's the distinction here. So if you are looking to get into silver, really the key message that I'm trying to give is have a think about how you're going to get out of it at the other end. Now, a lot of people say, well, regardless of the premiums of where things are on silver, it does not matter because ultimately it's going to go very, very high. And there is that potential. I have never really been a fan or a subscriber to the idea of humongous prices for silver into the future. We're not going to see, I don't even think $50 an ounce in the near future, maybe in a couple of years, but $100, $1,000 an ounce silver is not going to happen. And even if it did, I just want to point out that that's probably due to the fact that US dollars and pounds and the like have completely fallen off the face of the earth, and it will not be as simple a profit margin as you think. If the price of bread and the price of milk and gas is ridiculously high, then the money that you've earned in profit is just whistled away for no reason. So a lot of people get mistaken by this, and they think that it's not. So they think that it's the golden ticket or the silver ticket, the silver bullet to the equation, and it's really not as simple as that. So when I look at my own personal metal stacking and thinking, why do I even bother with this? Certainly when it comes to silver, I do think about one unique thing which is incredibly in silver's benefit. Silver is this monetary metal. That is the thing that what separates it from all other investments. Now, you can invest in pretty much anything these days, from collectibles, Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons, Star Wars collectibles, Legos, whiskey. You can do pretty much anything right now. There is something for everybody, and there is this market for it, but it's not necessarily this global market that's easily accessible. You've just got to look at, for example, Lego. Lego is a very popular investment. I know one of my very good friends with their children, they always buy 2 sets of every single bit of Lego that they buy. The one set is for the kids to play with. The other set is for dad to keep in a sealed box somewhere and sell. And he's done this many times and made lots of profit, which is great for him. But at the same time, that's a limited market, and he has to put a lot of work into doing that and to actually finding the right buyers. And the same needs to be said for silver. But silver's advantage is that it has this global presence. It has this history behind it, this market behind it, where people know what it is and buy it more so than things like whiskey or things like Lego, or, you know, there are Star Wars collectibles, niche things. If somebody came to me and had an original Boba Fett doll, I mean, I'm not even a Star Wars real massive fan here, but, you know, I would understand that that's something that's collectible, and that that's something that some people would pay a huge premium on. But I wouldn't know the first thing about that market. So it is very important to do one's research on any piece that you're looking to buy, whether it be a Star Wars collectible, a rare bottle of whiskey, or indeed a silver or gold coin. So the message that I'm really trying to portray here is that silver is not necessarily as great an investment as you might think, but it has this potential, it has this link, it has this ability for you to be able to find buyers wherever you may be around the world. And it's got this inherent safety net. You can't necessarily take the Lego down to a bullion dealer and get the money out of it at the other end. But silver, at least you've always got the metal value of the piece that you have. That's something that's in silver's favour. But certainly compared with gold, I am of this mind that realistically silver is always going to be second fiddle. And for a lot of people, it seems like gold is completely unobtainable. And I'm not here to talk about budgeting and savings and the like. You know, if you're looking to put away money every month into metals and take that money out of the sort of financial system, so to speak, you know, there are plenty of opportunities for good price silver out there, and it's something that you should definitely focus on. But don't discount gold. Don't just ignore it. Even at its high prices, its liquidity in its low premium form is not to be underestimated. And that's why I continue to look to buy gold right now, even in these, you know, high prices that we're seeing. You know, I've bought this new 1 ounce gold Lion of England for my stack, for my pension stack, for this long-term collection that I'm building. And it's expensive. It was about £1,580, I think, something like that, nearly $2,000. You know, it's an expensive piece of gold, expensive piece of thing to put away. But that money, if I need it to come out, is only a 3 or 4% swing. I could sell this for a very similar number right now on the open market. However, if I bought, well, I did buy this silver bar from somebody on the silver forum for about 720. If I took it to a dealer, I'd be lucky to get 600 for it. And you can see immediately that swing is very, very dangerous. And that's where a lot of people lose a lot of money. So what have we learned from today's video, from today's ramble? We've learned that silver is good. Silver is a good thing to have. It is a great, you know, mechanism by which you can save money and put money away for a rainy day. But it's also something that needs to be researched, something that needs to be examined more closely before you put a lot of money into it. Like anything that you might be buying, you've got to look at how you get out of it at the other end. And if your plan is to take the easy road and just sell things to a dealer, then if you did buy a piece of poured silver from myself or anybody out there, you're probably going to be stung quite high. However, if you buy gold, then you're probably not going to have as much of a swing. So those are my thoughts on silver not being as good an investment as a lot of people might think. And there's a lot of responsibility that is needed, I think, when buying it. There is this I think this phrase that I use, responsible stacking, you've got to understand that the money you put in, yes, you might have these great intentions of never taking it out because you hate the Fed and you hate the dollar and it's going to collapse. But realistically in this world, what if it doesn't happen? What if those things don't come true? What if your car breaks down or your boiler breaks and you need to pay some big bills? Always remember the what ifs. That's it from me. A big thank you to you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, then please do remember to put that thumbs up button on this video and subscribe if you've not subscribed, like 70% of all the views on this channel. And if you've not hit that comment section, that's what I was going to remember. I've already said the like, just trying to do my checklist. If you've not hit the comment section up, then go and comment down below. If you're a BYB Rambler and you've listened to the end and you've listened to my little brain malfunction there, then let me know down in that comment section. It's always great to hear from you all. Otherwise, we'll see you on the next video. Thanks very much. And as always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.